This episode is brought to you by Pinnacle Bank. Take 201.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, Mike.
Are you ready for our phone call today?
You know I am. We have another great guest lined up.
Can't wait. I love phone calls.
And I love waiting. So let's go. Perfect. Nailed it. Took a minute.
First try.
First try.
Good morning, Ben.
Good morning, Mike.
So great to see you.
It's great to be seen. I mean, it's good to see you too.
Hey, thanks. Yeah. You're so focused, self-centered, aren't you?
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
That is what that is.
Yeah, Ben, man, it's been a whole week.
Mm-hmm.
I've missed you.
Thanks, buddy. I've missed you too.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
It makes me feel good.
Uh-huh.
You know, and I'm still full.
I would imagine.
It was a feast.
I just woke up
Yeah.
from my coma, from my food coma. Yeah.
Turkey coma,
Right,
your tryptophan?
Yep.
Is that what it is?
Yes, it is.
Tryptophan, that does put one to sleep. I don't eat a lot of turkey.
But when I do.
Yeah, it's on Thanksgiving.
And you probably want a nap.
No, usually I go for the sides.
Oh, okay.
On the sides.
Yeah.
But we don't need to get into all that because we
already got into all that.
We already got into all that, and what we want to get into is our guest today.
Who is our guest today?
Well, you should know this was your.
Oh yeah,
you're the one
right.
who's so. I mean, you're always talking about '90s television. You can't stop talking about it.
That's true. That is
like
true.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner for you.
Yeah,
Round the clock talking about '90s television.
Yeah. So you're right. I reached out to our guest people and got them to agree.
How were you able to do that?
The internet.
Oh, so you did like some internet stuff?
I did a Google search.
Google stock?
Found somebody that looked like they might be an interesting guest.
Oh, very cool.
Who was also, relevant today. Because that's hard to keep up with people that are relevant in the 90s, which, you love so much, and then that are still relevant today. So, like, I'm starting to run out of people to even call on. Not to mention, I don't have the same vast relationships with all these celebrities like you. So when I do it, it's really just kind of a whim, and it's, it's a shot in the dark. And today's shot in the dark.
So far, so good, though. You've really been bringing it.
I've had some good guests not come on, for sure.
I know.
Yeah.
Almost.
It's a lot of close calls. But today, I've got the one and only Judge Judy.
Whoa.
Yes. Round of applause, huh?
Round of applause for Judge
All right.
Judy. Wow. What an impact Judge Judy has had on our culture, really. I'm so glad you were able to catch our friend Judy.
Yes.
And so all you did was just Google her, and she was able to find time for us in between all these court hearings?
Pretty much. That's how that went. Yep, that's almost exactly how. Yes, that's exactly how it went.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
or was it something more insidious, like you actually had to go in front
of the judge? No, I've tried to stay away from that most of my life. And plus, the judge, she really focuses on small claim stuff. So,
you're more of a big, you're like a misdemeanor guy.
I'm looking, to get sued for millions instead of just like a couple thousand.
If you're going to screw up, you're going to go big.
Yeah, might as well.
Well, I mean, it's important to have these judges out there, and they really.
Do you know any judges?
I know one judge in particular, someone who likes to judge, and that's.
Oh my gosh! Did somebody say judge? I love judging people.
Oh my goodness!
Well, I mean, not like that, but like I love judging people
for competition,
for
right?
competitions. Yeah.
Well,
awesome.
Look at what we have here, ladies and gentlemen. We have the one and only Cheryl Rolland in the house today. Here to judge or teach us how to judge.
Well, I mean,
among other things.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
I mean, judging is super fun. So I just know a little bit about judging because I went and for the Boys and Girls Club was judging for their Dancing for the Stars competition. Nice. And that was fantastic.
Well, you're a great judge.
By the way, we have really good dancers in our community. Crazy cool.
I know. How many of those? Well, we're so glad to have you, and we're so glad to hear about. Let's start with Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah,
it's been years now that this event's going on, so we get to see from all over the community, dancers of all kinds, all skill levels.
Yeah, for sure. All skill. Well, if you didn't get to see this last year's event, which by the way was just a couple months ago,
Right.
it was fantastic because there was one dancer specifically who brought like a whole crowd of people dancing. It was like, like Michael Jackson's Thriller, like was a whole group of people behind him.
Wow.
It was like that.
Full
It was pretty cool.
choreography of a group. Yeah. That is fantastic. My
pretty
wife
crazy
went.
cool.
I didn't get a chance to go, but she went and said she had a great time and really enjoyed it. So
I
good
saw the
job to you
videos,
guys.
so I know what you're talking about, and I was so happy because it's changing over time. It's improving. It's that was awesome to see that. Weren't there two where it was like there was almost who was it? San Martin and
And Matt.
and Matt.
Yeah,
So
that both
did they do it
did kinda
together?
choreography.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Yeah, they
own-
both had a bunch of choreography, a whole stage setup. It was crazy cool.
Yeah, it was like
Nice.
a performance. Each of them. I mean, they're all performances.
Well, they
I
all
guess.
are, but I'm just saying there was even single dancers that did not bring a whole entourage of people that killed it.
Yeah.
Sheriff Rhodes, fantastic performance. It was just him and Carrie.
Really?
It's amazing.
Great.
That's awesome.
Nice.
And you were once upon a time a dancer.
Yeah,
so
year
people got to
one.
judge you.
Once upon a time.
Yeah, once
a
upon a
dancer,
time.
always a dancer, right?
Oh, for sure. Like
Okay.
in my kitchen, I dance.
There you
You
go.
can go- yeah,
Nice.
you can dance anywhere, Mike.
Well, what sort of dances
can.
are you doing in the
Oh.
kitchen? Is that like a
You can do anything.
casserole
Sprinkler.
dance? Is it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you could do Sprinkler, the Dougie, MC Hammer.
The
Hammer
Dougie takes
time.
some
Wow,
skill.
you
You
have
do whatever.
got all the
I
range
know, I'm
there.
more.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
that is
I'm a hammer time
eclectic.
guy.
Cupid Shuffle. You can do whatever you want.
All right.
Whatever you want.
I know you can do. I mean, yeah, the electric slide.
Oh, well, yeah,
Is that
especially
still-
if you have electric oven, you could totally could.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have gas.
Oh.
I'm just gonna admit that right here.
All right, there
I
it
have
is.
gas.
I'm
Well,
gonna scoot
Oven.
we're
over.
gonna just
okay,
we're gonna leave that
yeah.
there, right there.
Right,
We're gonna put a
we'll
pin in
leave
that one.
Yeah. So, well, that's no. You were a dancer for the Stars. Dancing
Yeah,
for the Stars,
year
right?
one, year
Year
one.
one.
Nice.
Year one. Wow.
Inaugural year, which
Yeah, what
kind of
was that,
sounds
like
better than year one. It's like
2015?
the inaugural year
I know.
sounds a little more
Year
official.
one is a funny movie with Jack Black and Michael Cera.
Which,
That's where my
yes.
mind goes.
Yeah, and he has crazy long hair. As
Which
did
one?
you at one point.
Right. Yeah. I know. We were talking about my surfer phase in between banks. So you and I have history.
We do, yeah.
We've,
Work together.
We've been working together for some years.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
it's been a hot minute. I don't know. I don't want to do the math.
PC,
I only
like you
work
said
at the
earlier.
bank. I'm not
PC.
good. Yeah, PC pre-COVID.
You and I worked together pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID, yep. Yeah.
Well, you're with Pinnacle Bank now.
I am. I
What
love
a
it.
fantastic place.
It is fantastic. It's family owned since the 1930s.
Wow.
It's pretty
Hardly
pretty
any
amazing.
banks can say that anymore. And that's really the only way to go about banking.
Oh man, it is crazy cool. The slogan is the way banking should be, and that is literally how it feels
That's
when I'm
awesome.
working there. I'm like, hey, this is how it should be. Oh wait, that's our slogan. It's fantastic.
I know. And you've been in town now, 4 or 5 years, Pinnacle?
Pinnacle's been, just right at 3.5, maybe 4 almost. Yeah.
Yeah. So our old
Like
boss.
I said, I'm not good at math. I just
Yeah.
work there.
Right, exactly.
so perfect.
I know. But isn't that funny about us bankers? We-
Yeah,
we
I lose
struggle
track
with
of
the math,
time.
and the numbers.
Wow, I mean, we're really good with numbers.
We're just
but
really good with
I'm really
people.
bad with time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, that's no big deal.
There's not much of it.
It's all relative
fine,
anyway,
right?
right? Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, it was PC. That's all I know. Pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID. Exactly. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Pinnacle Bank, pre-COVID. Well, our old boss, Greg Bain,
Yeah,
right? He brought the bank to town,
he did.
which was very
He
cool.
did. It was. It's an amazing experience working there because it feels like family. Our customers feel like family. We do what's right for the customer, and it gets communicated to their friends and family, and their friends and family come see us, and then we have a bigger family. It's pretty cool.
It is great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a customer there. Glad to be.
Well, you're like family.
Well,
Sardi,
so
too.
yeah. I know.
So it fits right in.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all a little fun, and we're all a little serious, but we're mostly crazy.
Awesome.
Exactly.
That's my kind of
Yeah,
people.
keep it
right
light.
there, Yeah.
Well, and that's part of being in this community, right? Here in Prescott Valley, Quad Cities, Central Arizona, however you
Yeah.
want to define our region. it's community oriented. You all do great at keeping that vibe alive.
Yeah, and there's a lot of giving back to the community for sure, which is a really big part of it. And our founders will actually, the family that founded the bank will actually come and visit with our clients. We do a customer appreciation event once or twice a year, and they will come and meet our customers and hang out and learn about them. And owners of a company, I don't even know of an owner of a company that would do that for their clients. So it's pretty cool to watch them in action and see them really give back to the community. Physically, they are present, which is cool.
Yeah, best way to be. And so you guys live that every day. We're so glad to have you be able to share that here with us and share the moment that we're waiting for.
With the judge. Miss Judy. Judge Judith.
I can't wait for her.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
I feel like we could share judge stories.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I feel like we could.
Yeah. I mean, and, maybe I could get some tips on, how to judge. I haven't really had the pleasure. Mike here judges parades, seems like all the time. He just had, not too long ago.
Well, just this weekend, judged the annual Holiday Light Parade downtown, right? After Thanksgiving every year, Thanksgiving weekend, we've got our Holiday Light Parade Saturday night.
Right.
One of my favorite parades because it's nighttime. You got lights. You got people out drinking their coffee and cocoa. Mm-hmm. Staying
among
warm,
other things, probably,
bundled up.
Yeah. Yep.
It was a chilly one out there.
Blankets and beans.
Usually is. Yeah.
Blankets and beans.
Gotta have that.
Oh,
Yeah.
beanies. I thought you said blankets and beans. I was like, oh, is that a tradition in the Rolland household? Hey, everybody, grab your beans.
Yes.
We're going to the parade.
No, blankets and beanies.
Yeah, I know.
I guess you could bring beans.
I know. Well,
you have gas, you said. So
we were talking about my gas oven earlier, and beans go right along with that.
It's cool
because you bake beans.
I have the full
not
jingle.
Because of anything else, guys. Come on.
In my head now, I have the full jingle in my head. Thank you very much. Which is, beans. The magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you
too
fart. Yeah. Yeah. That's how my kids like to say it anyway. Sorry. Yeah. No, obviously. I got to work on my rhyming skills. I will.
Yeah. Okay.
Anywho, yeah.
I didn't hear it that way.
Excuse me. I'm sorry for that, Cheryl.
I know. So crass.
I didn't mean to just
Cheryl's never said
rip.
Anything so crass.
No, I know.
Or heard anything that
luckily,
crass.
we had already.
Yeah.
Because she's a good judge of character.
And a banker, which only, positive things and not weird stuff goes on in a bank, right?
Yeah, no.
Guys like Brad and Gerald.
Formal.
Yeah, they're just super serious.
Yes,
I mean,
straight
all the time.
And narrow.
Yeah.
I knew it.
No jokes around there.
Yeah, no jokes ever.
None jokes.
Ever.
Or CT.
Yeah, no,
She's
we
over
don't.
there.
Yeah, we don't play jokes. That's just we're a bank, man.
Yeah, it's all business all the time.
Business.
No, but it does sound like a great place to be and like a total community just within itself, and that's fantastic.
It is.
So
it is very lucky.
Yeah, good.
Well, it shows, and so as a good judge of character, you know what it's like to be Judge Judy. Who before she comes on, I want to say a few things about her story.
Yeah.
First of all, just recently in the last couple months, turned 80.
Yeah.
80.
How about that?
Octogenarian. Yes.
Oh, I hope I make it to 80.
Yeah.
That's what I hope.
Oh, come on, that's. No
I mean, but Judge Judy, I didn't think she was 80.
She's spry.
Yeah.
I know. Well, I thought she was 80 back in the 90s. Sorry, Judy.
I mean,
Judith?
right. Yeah.
When she comes on, you can't tell her.
No, that would be very
We're
rude.
going to keep it our
Of
little
course.
secret.
Yeah. But it does beg the question, like, did she start late or is she just, maybe she's not up on all the fashion tips and she didn't ever care about that sort of thing, maybe. But
90s, 30 years ago, she was in her 50s.
50s, yeah.
So she started late with this.
Right.
Yeah.
Sort of late. I mean,
Late-ish.
I think it was more her demeanor that made me feel like she was kind of a grandma figure up there.
No, I think it was her haircut.
Yeah, that
Perhaps.
I think it was her haircut that
Perhaps
made her
that's
feel
it.
old. That's what it was. And her little
boy.
pearl earrings.
Yeah.
It's
Because
amazing what
nobody
those...
under 75 wears those on a daily basis.
Right, pearl earrings.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
Yeah, but man, she was tough on those small claims deals. Is that what it is? It's small claims?
Small
with her?
claims court, yeah. She was pretty fun to watch. I really liked watching her.
I feel like the only time I was ever watching her was like if I was homesick.
Yeah,
And
that
my
or
mom had it on or something,
yeah, because your mom liked watching.
She did.
Small
She
claims
loved her
court.
some- yes,
things
she did.
Happen.
You're right. It
Yeah.
was useful.
Well, after school, you could catch shows like that, maybe.
Oh, that's for people like you. I was doing homework. Sorry, I was a good
know.
kid.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Well
I was
played.
a
Well
good
played,
kid.
I know.
I wasn't allowed
Yeah.
to watch TV till I got my homework done.
Yeah. No, I just
But when I was
That's
sick,
what my
I'd watch
problem was.
Price is Right, man, all
Yeah,
day long.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
with Bob,
Yeah, Bob Barker.
the great Bob Barker.
Come on down. Yeah.
Yeah, I love The Price is Right. What about No Whammies?
Yeah, no whammies. Big bucks.
Yeah,
Bucks. Yeah, what? That was the Press Your Luck.
Press your luck.
which they've remade since. I don't
Have they?
know how
What?
well it's doing, but they do have a newer version of Press Your Luck. I've seen it. It's I'm worried that it might not make it through to another
Are you going to be a
season.
contestant?
I would love to be a contestant.
Yeah, you
'cause
should
that's
try to be.
that doesn't seem like one where you have to. It's a lot of luck involved. Like if I was on,
Do
if I
you
was
feel
on something
lucky?
where
Do you feel lucky?
I'm
Ben's
not
a lucky guy.
usually.
Yeah, he's a lucky guy.
But
Yeah.
every now and again.
Like
You
if
should
there's
see
a
him make
raffle, do
putts.
you ever win?
Rarely. I don't have
so
the
you could
same
rarely
luck.
win on Press Your
You're
Luck.
right. So it just takes that once,
Yeah,
So of course I always have a
yeah, there's a
chance,
chan- you're
Chip in a
saying
chair. That's right.
Yeah, you're saying there's a chance.
I like it.
That's right.
Nicely done. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, generally, I guess I don't consider myself to be like overly lucky, but I guess nobody would, right? Even if you were just like winning everything, you just feel like I'm just good.
That is not luck.
Yeah, you make your own luck.
Ben makes a lot of putts. Let me just say. So that's I
lucky.
feel like that's lucky.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like in mini
That's
golf
a
or
golf.
in real golf?
That's in real golf. He's a tremendous golf
Wow.
game player.
Wow.
I mean, it's all relative.
What would you attribute that to?
10,000 hours.
Yeah.
No, just
Yeah, he's played a lot.
a lot of play, a lot of time put into it. But it's not like I worked at it. If I worked at it, I'd probably be on a tour.
You'd probably
somewhere.
be pro.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd never really put
Dang.
much work into it.
Sorry.
So
what are you? How are you
well,
in
no,
comparison to the golf game?
Nowhere near.
it's funny. We've been over it before, but like in high school, he was far better than I am, and now I just take him out behind the woodshed usually and
That's horrible.
beat him up.
I don't actually know how to play anymore. It's crazy.
Yeah, his wires have crossed. I don't know if it's all the banking or what, but like you get this guy on the
I
course,
work
and
too
half the
much
time he's
for the
either
last
answering the phone or
25 years.
just like kind of
He
wigging
worked
out.
too much. He worked too much.
He's worked far too
Yeah,
much.
well,
Yeah.
yeah. So we played on the high school golf team together here at Prescott.
Oh,
Did you know that
fantastic!
fact,
I did not.
Lloyd?
Fun fact.
Fun
did
fact,
not know
yeah,
that.
there you go.
Yeah.
And you're an
Wow.
Arizona native as well.
Yes,
Is that correct?
Arizona native. Yeah.
Where were you? Where do you hail?
Originally grew up in the White Mountains up by like Show Low area.
cool.
A tiny town called St. John's, and nobody ever knows it.
I
but
do.
you know,
I've been
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
yeah. Sorry. Super
No, that's
small,
okay.
you
I mean,
know,
I didn't
little
stay.
town. I didn't.
Well, yeah,
yeah,
'cause
well, neither did I.
Right, there you go. Nice.
Yeah. So
We
grew up
know
there and then moved my
the
senior year.
Griswolds. No.
Oh, the green.
That's what my
the
brother called
Greenwades.
it. Greenwades. Sorry. Sorry,
The Griswolds.
Ty and everyone.
Yeah.
The Greenwades.
His mom was my teacher way back in the day.
That's right.
Cool. I mean, I
Small
gotta
world.
assume everybody knows everybody in St. John's.
Well,
right?
yeah, any small town, right? Like
Yeah.
it was smaller than Prescott in the 90s.
Right.
And you couldn't really do anything. In fact, I got in trouble one time because I went out and we were, what's that? Joyriding.
Oh,
When we
yeah.
didn't put headlights on purpose because
Oh,
we were
okay.
like racing and we didn't want the other car to see how far ahead we were. So it seemed like the smart thing
Interesting
to do at
strategy.
night.
Okay,
you
I'll take
know?
it. Yeah. Hopefully the moon was
So-
up.
Yeah, but mostly. And then we got pulled over by a cop, and I got home, and I thought we were doing really good about being sly. And I walk in my house. Well, my parents had a police scanner, and they heard my name on the scanner. So I come in, and they're sitting there waiting for me. So yeah, sometimes small towns aren't really that good.
Right. Yeah.
You can't really get away with
Yeah.
anything. People know everything before you do.
Yeah, that's true.
Like they already knew I was in trouble before I did.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not right.
That's
It's not right.
It doesn't seem right at all.
That is awesome. I had
hopefully
no
they took it
idea
easy on you, but-
did any mischief in your whole life, Cheryl?
No, I know I'm an angel. in
You
real
are,
life.
right? I mean,
Of Yeah. course.
Your wings, your halo.
Yeah.
You're walking around. So when did you come to Prescott Valley?
93.
93?
My senior year of high school.
Oh, hello. perfect time. You're like,
Right.
sweet. I didn't want to hang out with my friends anymore.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, my senior year of high
Prescott
school.
Valley.
Who needs that? Whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great timing. Everyone.
I'll make new friends in like 10 months. It's fine.
Yeah, just in time to graduate and move somewhere else.
Yeah,
But you
but-
didn't, right? Or maybe you did, but
Went to NAU for a few years and
Nice.
I
then
was
came
gonna say,
back.
you've
And
got a connection
yeah.
with Flagstaff, right?
right.
Yeah,
We all-
Flagstaff's a fantastic little town.
We
I
all
know.
did some time there, I think. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
I would-
You say did time there like it's prison. It's a
I mean,
fantastic
no, it's
place.
a wonderful place. I do. I absolutely love it. I could live
doing
there.
time.
Yeah. Again, the winters can be harsh, but I mean,
Yeah.
whatever. It's Arizona. Like, what are we complaining about, right? I mean,
Right?
the summers cannot be beat. in
No.
Flag, I don't think.
No.
It's fantastic.
Oh, beautiful.
Little
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Big forest with some mountains growing out of the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Aspens, Ponderosa, all the good stuff. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
wonderful.
I know.
Like Flagstaff has a smell. When you go, a good smell.
I
Yeah.
know.
For sure.
Does
Not
not
a
like
bad
your
smell.
gas range oven.
Yeah,
that I
not like
have.
that. Not like the beans that you bring
The
to
beans.
the Christmas parade. Not like that.
Right.
But yeah, Flagstaff has a really good smell. You get out of the car and you're like, it smells like Flagstaff, pine trees.
That's true.
It's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Thanks for that, because I know that, and I don't think I ever really like associated it as a thing that was only there, but you're absolutely right. I mean, every time I've been there, it's that smell.
Like refreshing.
Yeah,
huh?
it is. It really
Even
is.
if it's really cold out, it's still really like
yeah.
so nice.
I know. And
Yeah.
I love the downtown. You know, they've really, over the last,
They've revamped it
Oh,
big
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
oh, it's fun. Yeah. I mean, good shopping, eating, drinking.
Yeah.
Then you got a train going by.
Yeah.
You know, it feels
There's a
very
lot of
like,
really cool stuff there.
yeah.
Was
I
San
feel like-
Felipe's, or was it just Felipe's? San Felipe's. Was that a thing when you were up there? Or
You know what? If
or
it was, I
Maloney's?
had been there and don't remember
Okay,
what
perfect.
the name was.
Yeah. So then it was.
It's very probable.
Yeah.
I remember, I want to say it was like Granny's Attic or something. It was
Yeah.
another little place that we went to a lot. It was a little pool hall. And I never remember the name of these places.
I know.
But, you know,
Yeah.
but I can remember songs from the 90s like Nobody's Business. But I
let's
can't
hear
remember
one.
the name of a place.
Mike will probably know every word
Yeah.
to it also, because it's from the 90s. So
Yeah,
I
probably.
peaked in the 90s.
What's that?
I peaked. Like that.
Oh,
was-
yeah. Like you're still
That's it.
stuck there.
Yeah.
well, he's stuck there, and he just can never be better than he was
Yeah,
there.
that was
He's
my-
already,
yeah.
you know, he's come to terms with the fact that,
It's okay.
you know, that was as good as it was ever going to get. And,
That's right.
you know,
Shout out to the 90s.
there it is. He's got to get one of those in.
Got
Can't-
it.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Nailed
Be
it.
remiss to leave that out.
I know. Yeah. No.
Anywho.
Yeah. What song? I mean, what really brings you back to the 90s?
Oh, man. Okay, Whitney Houston was huge back then, right?
Oh, yeah.
MC Hammer. Oh, well, you can't forget the hair bands. Def Leppard,
Yeah.
Okay.
AC/DC, Metallica. You
Right.
can't forget any. Like, all those are so good.
Timeless. And you
Yeah.
could turn any of them on now.
Do you know the
Yeah.
movie that makes me think of the 90s
I don't.
is Cocktail?
Really?
I don't know why.
Really?
I
That's
think
the
it might have
one?
even come out in like
awesome.
the late 80s, maybe even.
I know
It might
it's
have been
right on that border.
90s
Tommy
early.
Cruise.
But
Right.
I don't know why that. Because they think I bought my first cassette tape from that show, from that movie.
That was like the soundtrack.
the
Cocktail?
soundtrack of Cocktail was like, I think with my own dollars that I went and bought that. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so
pretty
I have a
fantastic.
cocktail story. I believe it's rated R, and I think that was the first rated R film that I saw
Yeah.
with parents' permission. I think you
With
know, maybe I
parents'
had seen
permission.
other ones, but somehow that sticks in my mind because that's probably like, let's say 92,
Yeah, it's got to be early 90s.
91, something like
Yeah.
that. You know, there was maybe some I don't know what made it R, like some love.
Yeah, I think there was some stuff.
Between, like-
Plus, there was some yuck scene at the end with somebody.
I don't think I've seen it since then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was
There was an ick scene.
thing.
Yeah. But yeah, that one for some reason reminds me of the 90s. I don't know why.
All right.
Well, there
I
you
like
go.
it. I've got a couple that do that for me.
Oh, what are yours?
Well, I mean, again, it's like the same thing where it could have been from the 80s, but like Major League is the baseball movie. I mean,
yep,
like
yep.
it's Charlie Sheen and all
Yeah.
those, Tom Berenger and whatnot. That one is like absolutely up there. And then, I mean, just because it's the dude, I mean, The Big Lebowski. But in all reality, I'd say that I watched that a lot more in the 2000s.
Right.
And it's one of those movies that both of those, they could be on and I just won't change it, you know? So
Yeah, you could watch it
love
any
them.
time, right?
But Major League, without it being, if it's edited, it's not near as good.
gotta watch unedited version.
I mean, there's a lot of
Made for
language,
TV.
but that's about all there is in
Right?
it.
And like TV or like movie ratings were so different back then than they
So
are
different.
now,
Oh
right?
my
So
gosh.
like rated R back then is like PG-13 now. What the what, right?
Well, and
I feel
even
like I missed out a lot in the 90s or even the 80s when I was a kid, and I feel like, that's not fair.
But at the same time, I think some of those ones that they would go back and like re-rate, like we were talking about at Teen Wolf, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like it's like, I think it's like PG or something. And I went and showed my kids and I'm like, oh, don't remember that,
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that,
PG.
it really comes down to like the PC factor, and not offending certain people, but there's definitely some stuff they let go back then that was obviously not thought about.
Right,
But at the
so
same
true.
time, that's how all of us were raised, and that really didn't come about until, more recently with all the overly like politically correct
Yeah.
thing that we do.
Concerns.
Concerns. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
I like that.
Those concerns. Yeah, we were not so PC in the 80s and 90s.
No, I mean, what was the Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
Oh,
like,
so good.
there was some crazy.
Yeah, you're
like
right.
you can Airplane. You could not
No.
release that movie today.
Right. You're right. You're
They're
absolutely
naked
right.
Like all
And
the
it's a great
ratings are so
movie.
different. All
We
the
think
ratings
it's a
are
great movie.
I mean, I do too.
Yeah.
It's pretty
I mean,
hilarious.
But yes, you're right.
But the ratings were different back then than they are now. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's lax now.
Yeah, a little more.
Yeah.
I know. You get away with a little more.
Yeah.
Well, something that, I think of when I think of Cheryl Rolland is a sense of humor, right? I mean, you bring it every day at work, I'm sure.
Nice.
Bring it to your customers.
Yeah.
You even bring it to the community. You've occasionally acted in some local productions, right?
Yes.
As a judge, I know you bring that sense of humor, make people, you're part of the entertainment. The judges and your reactions at the Dancing for the Stars event.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
That's part of it, right?
I got to wear a mustache for part of it, which was pretty
Nice.
cool.
How does that feel?
Well, kind of like my real one, but I waxed my real one. So
Yes.
it's kind of like that, but different. It's like that, but different.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. No, it's so fun. Yeah.
Well, good. What do you attribute that to? Just that's just part of your personality. You like to make people laugh.
Well, I feel like everybody likes to make people laugh.
Yeah,
really,
sure.
right? Like, who doesn't?
I think so.
Then they'd be
Well,
like
there's some serious folks.
they'd be
out
the
there.
Grinch if they didn't like
that's
to make
true.
people laugh,
I
right?
know.
But I think maybe people are like scared to have conversations or scared to just be real.
Mm-hmm.
And just be real, man. It's okay.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
you say something, and
Yeah.
you want to get some smiles on people's faces.
Yeah.
I think you're good at that.
They say truth hurts, but really truth is kind of sometimes funny too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you take it that way.
Well, like if someone's really mean, then probably not. But,
Well, right.
But yeah, sometimes it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Well, how often do you say that's funny because it's true? That's
Right?
A lot of times.
Or
that
like my
comes out to
mustache
me.
comment is funny because it's true.
No, it's not. I don't see one, so you're doing great with it or whatever.
I waxed because I knew it was coming to your radio show. So I'm just saying.
Well, hey, the good thing about being on, this
Radio.
on air is that nobody's seeing this.
Yeah,
so,
it's
But
fantastic.
they can take our word for it.
Yeah.
There's no stash.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Was
Like,
that-
for instance, well, sorry to interrupt.
Oh,
But,
yeah, you go
one
back to
thing
this.
we have to discuss, truth is here in
Yeah.
Ben's head. And
Yeah,
what's happening on top
mullet,
of his head.
The mullet thing that's happening. So speaking of 90s,
He had to
Your
abuse Ben's
hair-
head.
The 90s called.
yeah, the 90s wants their mullet back.
Do they?
But I feel,
wanna pass
it's
it
kind of a thing though now.
It is. It is.
again.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It is a thing for sure.
It's pretty great because you got the sides kind of shaved back,
right.
and you got a little,
Yeah,
There's
you're
been
fluff
some
in the
good
front.
variations of the mullet that have come out of this new run with it. Of course, I think there's also being in Prescott. There's also plenty of people that never lost their mullet.
preach.
right?
Preach. See, that's funny because
saying.
it's true.
Right, there
See?
we are. Yeah, absolutely. So it never really left, in the Prescott area. The style never really left. It's just become a little more popular, I'd say for sure. Mine was born out of just boredom and COVID lockdown,
well,
where
see,
I'm
that
just
makes
like,
sense.
I can grow some hair, and then decided to do it. And the first time I went to go, I told the story before, but the first time I went to go get my hair cut, the dude didn't speak English very well. And I'm like, yeah, I want a mullet, like party on top or party in the back, business on top. He's like, oh, yeah. And then he just gave me a normal haircut. And I'm like, no, I'm going to go grow this back out again. It was kind of a pain. But so,
That's
I
a lot
would
of
have
work.
Yeah, that's a true story. I mean, that
lot
would
of
have
work.
happened. This mullet would have been here probably a year ago had I not had to regrow it.
Is there a
language
can we give
barrier.
a shout out to the shampoo you're using?
Here we are again. I still
If
don't
you
know
say
the name
suave,
of it.
I'm gonna just punch you in your throat.
Are you?
Yeah.
Throat punch for suave?
Yeah.
Well, it's not suave.
Okay. Well, you're
That's
safe
good.
then. Okay.
Yeah, nice. But again, I mean, the last time you asked me this, I gave you like the name of a lotion. So
I know, Aveeno. He said Aveeno.
I did say Aveeno, which is apparently not a shampoo. But
think so.
it's a green bottle. It's some sort of it's from Costco.
Fructose.
No, it's not that kind of green.
Fructose?
It's a nice, pretty.
It's like a
good-
real green.
It's a cool green.
It's not like lime green.
It's green on
It's
green.
not
like
Pantene.
it's like
Head and Shoulders.
it's not like a.
Like Troy Polamalu.
Right, Head and Shoulders.
He's Head and
Yeah,
Shoulders.
he's
Head and
Head and
Shoulders
Shoulders.
guy,
Yeah,
for
he's a Head and
sure.
Shoulders
Right.
guy.
Okay, he doesn't
And
know what the
I
heck
don't think I had
shampoo
dandruff.
he uses. Cheryl, can you tell us? Can we give a shout out to your shampoo?
Well, your hair is lovely.
Oh, well, thanks.
Of course, yeah.
Thanks. Well, currently I'm using Suave. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. I'm just kidding. I'm not.
We got to know what's
No.
going on with Swab. But
No,
first, tell
I'm
us.
using, it's actually Paul Mitchell right now is what I'm using.
Oh,
Okay.
dang.
Mm-hmm.
He's a guy.
I think he does.
He's in the.
He's not really around anymore. They're just using his name.
Yeah, I feel like
He's gone?
I feel like all of his family's really happy that they're using his name because they're getting like the money.
Royalties.
Yeah.
Right.
Paul.
They don't just hand that
Way to
stuff
go,
out
Paul.
for free.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah,
Right.
and people like me are still buying it.
Right. Well,
So-
because it was good in the 90s, right? I mean,
It was good in the
if it was
90s
good
and it
enough then.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
And
Remember,
so
there
what
was like
happened-
Tresemme in the 90s too.
Oh, I think we're
wait,
still
White
using
Rain.
that one.
White Rain.
Wow.
There was, I
don't know
think
what
it was
that
called
is.
White Rain.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think the judge uses on that awesome haircut? Or does she have an upgraded haircut?
judge.
I should
Oh,
ask
forgot
her
about the
too.
judge.
She's
I
still
know,
got
she's
her
got a
short
call.
haircut.
Okay. We can ask her
We
what
can
she
ask her when
uses,
she
right?
calls
Yeah, that's a good
because
idea.
I feel like she would use something like Paul Mitchell too.
Or Suave.
If she uses
would you
Suave,
throat
I-
punch
I-
the judge?
I mean, yeah, but if it wasn't a phone call, then I totally would.
Well,
Exactly.
sometimes reach right through
Well, she
that.
could take
baby.
me to small claims court.
Can we make this a small claim thing?
Let's not go on too grand a scale.
yeah, if we could make this not a misdemeanor, that'd be great.
Yeah, right. Okay, so what happened with Swab? You and Suave.
Well, I'm just saying,
just
Suave
like-
is
'cause it's the
it's not
low rent
awful,
brand?
but there are times that I've had to use Suave, but it's just it leaves film on your hair and it's not the best. That's what my hairdresser says.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So,
But do we love the name? I do.
I do.
it is a good
Because
name.
really, like, if you're properly pronouncing it, it's Suave.
Suave. And kind of, I feel like they're really missing on the advertising thing. They could be like Rico Suave. Yeah, and they just really
Back to the
aren't.
90s.
They're not using it, and they're just not.
Well, after what we've done to them here, I don't think they'll be advertising around these parts here. No, I'm just kidding.
We actually had a big deal ready to sign with them.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
going to be.
so-
We had the Rico Suaves ready to
Yeah.
roll out, and
And
no
I just
dice,
went and
yeah.
ruined it for
No,
you.
no, obviously
sorry about
not.
that. But I know
Yeah.
Paul Mitchell's family, so
Oh,
actually,
cool.
I don't really know him. I just
next
use their
time.
product.
Right,
So
support them.
Let's get Paul on the
Yeah.
show then next time.
Yeah,
if
Paul
you know.
Mitchell.
I mean,
We're always looking for the next celeb.
I'm pretty sure he's no longer alive.
yeah,
Dead
it's
or
not-
alive.
yeah, he's pushing daisies, my man.
Pushing
Yeah.
daisies. Oh, poor guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we are, we're children of the 90s. We've got that at the center. And Judge Judy, really, she did something for us,
Yeah.
starting in that decade. But, it was really the People's Court that kind of led, for me, I don't know what its predecessor was, but that's what I remember was People's Court happening. And then Judge Judy burst onto the scene. And, I mean,
Yeah.
she killed it from day one.
She did.
What an
kill it.
impressive woman. I mean, she even had to compete with her husband. Obviously outdid him. He came on to what was still running, the People's Court. Ran for years, but I think Judge Judy kind of overshadowed. So Jerry, her husband, also a former attorney, arbitrator.
Yeah.
He ran from 99 to 2001 as the judge on the People's Court. Interesting factoid.
Which
Very
is a
interesting.
fun fact.
Yeah.
Which I wonder if at the dinner table they like had arguments about like, hey, your show's kind of overriding mine, because they had to compete. They were in competition with each other on TV.
Ratings.
Right? Yeah, ratings.
Like you gave a poor ruling on that case.
Yeah.
Or what?
Oh, yeah. Can you imagine?
I would have never seen it that
Can you
way.
imagine?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Super upset with you ruled on that case super wrong.
Yeah. Are they still married?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Okay.
still
So
going.
it worked out. They didn't fight too much about it. It seems.
Yeah.
That's good. Glad to hear it.
Or they settled it in court, one or the other. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I don't know.
How do you even? You never.
But you know, it was
win
kind of
an
cool to
argument.
seeing her kind of like stick it to the bad guys. That was kind of cool.
Oh, yeah.
I liked watching that.
She
You're
really,
like,
I mean, isn't that
given
the
the
draw?
business, you know?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
You
Is
know
that the
who's
draw?
the unsung hero of those shows? The bailiff.
Oh,
Does
yeah.
anybody remember the bailiff?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we all remember him, but we don't know the name. Maybe I
No.
personally
It's
don't.
bailiff.
No. Yeah. It's always bailiff, right?
You know, because that was like a little conversation they'd have going with the bailiff. Like, hey, you know, what about these two schmucks?
And he
hammering it out
probably
in
said
court?
7 words over a year's time.
I know. What do you get paid for something like that, you think?
Whatever you're getting paid
I
is
feel like Ben
worth
would
it,
be a
obviously.
great bailiff.
I talk too much.
I know, but you know, your presence.
Oh.
A bailiff has to be
Sardi,
kind
you
of a
have
big
to
person.
Sardi, you have to pay attention for a long period of time.
I know. Well,
I don't know
couldn't.
that your ADD
No, I couldn't.
would let you
No.
do that.
Nor a judge.
Squirreling out.
Yeah,
Squirrel.
no.
Squirrel's
Yeah.
He
He
is
couldn't.
the
He
king
couldn't
of
do that, yeah.
squirreling out. Well,
Yeah.
I say that, but I'm pretty
know,
bad
you're right.
myself. Yeah. It's exact same pot kettle. How you doing?
Yeah, welcome to the ADD show,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where we talk about our experiences with ADD over time.
Yeah.
Welcome, Cheryl. You could probably, well, you could fit
I'm
right
kind
in.
of there. I'm kind of there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you have any like saying quirky, like nothing, you don't have to get weird or anything. You can do whatever you want, but like, I mean, just like quirky interests that, you know, I'm seeing like you got a thing with shoes or something. Is it?
I just love shoes. I think every woman loves shoes.
Well,
I'm pretty sure that's the
probably
case.
true. Yeah.
But like sometimes I just buy shoes because they look cute, but I don't have anything to match them.
Oh.
So then you have to go buy that outfit to match the shoes. Yeah.
I have that problem all the time.
Yeah. It's, well, it
He's
does
wearing
happen.
size 20 boats. 20? 22? What size shoes?
It's size 17.
Oh,
but,
I
Well, you're
that-
rounding up. That's what bankers do. We
Right.
round
Oh,
up.
yeah. No, of course.
we
That's right.
round up.
Yeah. We don't need
Yeah.
exact change. Here, look at this stupid thing. I stick that in the air. I mean, it's
My gosh.
It's a big.
You're blocking the sun.
Yeah,
I can't right now.
Yeah. All the jokes over the years have really hurt my feelings. You know,
Yeah,
like, hey,
yeah.
I need to borrow a boat. Can I take your shoes? Or like, need the skis? You don't know. Whatever. I don't. It's obviously.
Did you
never hurt
always
my
have big
feelings.
feet in the 90s when you were a kid? Did you have big feet?
Yeah, I did. I
special
I
order.
come from a family of big-footed people. I guess we might be the second coming of Sasquatch. I mean,
I just was gonna say, the hair and the feet. It's kind of looking familiar.
Yeah,
it's looking familiar.
You see me walk, I got my
Yeah.
hands all dragging and stuff too. No. but
Busted
but
nipples.
no, it's my brother. And as an aside, he died when he was 16, which is sad. I know, but that was in the 90s.
Well, yeah.
Sad, but
Sad part of the 90s.
he wore a size 18 shoe, and he was 6'10". So like, I'm not even like that big.
Whoa.
In my own family, my dad had like
Big
a
brother.
16. He was 6'5". My mom had big. Yeah, it's just big footed.
Just-
Yeah,
Kids were
mom
big.
was how
Big
tall?
feet.
She's like 6'1"ish in her prime. She definitely shrunk over time, but she had like a 12 or something with ladies, which is pretty good size. Yeah.
Yeah, for a woman.
Hey, look,
Right.
this is a size.
There it is.
What
Throw
is
that
that, a
bad
10?
boy on the table.
Ooh, yeah.
But look at those. Yeah, those are
I
red and
only-
black and white.
But shoes are fantastic.
Right, and I only bring that up because like I could never experience that, even as if I were like the male version of like that connoisseur who was like, oh, I have this great collection of shoes, because no matter what store I walk into, they're not going to have my size,
Well,
so
that's
you
probably true.
must fall in a like category of like common size, right?
Average
which helps.
size shoe, right?
That's
yeah.
helpful. Yeah.
And then sometimes they end up on the clearance rack. And I think, this
That's
looks
the
like a
one
really
for
good
me.
shoe. But then you put it on and you realize that purchase probably was not the best purchase. But you hang on to them anyways, because just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know when that's gonna be needed.
And it caught your eye for a reason, right?
Yeah.
That's good.
Clearly.
All right. Nice.
Yeah. Well, I think we could all fit into your shoes. Which after this, we're going to
Not
try.
at the same time, one at a
Well,
time.
perhaps. I mean, I do remember like in high school, there were girls that had like they would leave their shoe on and put their shoe inside my shoe and walk around. You know what I mean? Which is pretty funny. Everyone falls over.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of, you know.
Well, but
it's like
at least
walking
you're
in clown
tall.
shoes.
At least you're tall.
Sure, but
so
I
you can't. It
shouldn't.
doesn't look like that.
Yeah, I mean, depending on the
Doesn't look
shoes,
like a
these
clown
shoes look way bigger than they even are, I think. But
Wow.
yeah, enough about all that. We're not here to talk about me, Cheryl.
But I mean, tip to tail, this guy, from his hair to his shoes, he's an interesting guy. Isn't he?
Yeah,
Aren't you
that's a
glad
good
to have met him?
word. Interesting.
Yeah, it's an interesting choice of words.
Interesting
I like that
choice
he did
of
that.
words
Yeah.
to say interesting.
Yeah.
Right?
Which really
That's like
means-
saying, "Oh, that girl's got a really good personality," right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
It is kind of like that.
But he doesn't mean
But
it
I'm
like
being
that. I'm
nice because
sure.
he's sitting
Oh,
right
I'm
here.
sure.
And he's bigger than me.
I'm sure you're right.
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't mean it.
No,
that
I
way.
mean, tremendous
Interesting.
feet, tremendous hair, and, a good guy to boot.
And as soon as he figures out the name of that shampoo, he'll get it to you.
I'm
Yep.
looking forward to knowing.
Letty, I love the
call
way you
in.
said that. I'm looking forward to knowing.
It's actually like, it's put me off for a few weeks. I can't move on until I know. So
I
get
don't
Letty.
know if the old judge. I shouldn't have said old. I mean, octogenarians probably don't want to hear that they're.
Yeah, you
old,
don't want to call her old.
The sweet little lady of a judge is probably. I don't know if she's going to get in or not. She's maybe got like 5 or so minutes left to get back to us. But
Well,
what else
I
can we-
thought you
what else
had
can
some
we
good
talk
connections with her.
I thought I had good connections with everybody.
Yeah,
and they
that
just
Google
keep
thing
falling
failed
through.
you.
Yeah, well, Google's like that. Sometimes you can't trust everything you read on the internet. It might not even been her number, How about that?
that is
Could
true.
have got
catfished.
played. Yeah, you might have got catfished.
Ooh,
So if
now
we
that's
do
a
get a
fun show,
call-
just so you know.
Is it?
Yeah.
Speaking
That is
of
not one I've seen.
Catfish,
television.
daytime television, MTV Catfish. It's fantastic.
Is it?
Yeah.
I know.
It's kind of crazy.
it
It's
really
the
gets
things you watch and you think, what? That just happened? Who does that? Oh, well, that person did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took a lot of time to do it, too.
Yeah. They clearly could do a lot with their life.
More.
Yeah, they have the
Definitely more.
talent to
have the
pull these
talent
things
to do-
off. So why not?
yeah.
Yeah, why try to be someone else? so
Yeah.
much?
True.
Believe in yourself. Great message.
Yeah,
Good job,
hashtag
Cheryl.
believe in yourself. It's a good thing for the holiday season. Believe, right?
That's
Everybody's
right.
like,
Gotta
in
believe.
yourself.
So with that, as we kind of have to wrap this up, since we haven't heard from our gal, Judy, Judge Judy Justice, that's actually her new show. So shout out to Judy Justice, or Justice Judy?
I think it's
Justice Judy.
I do believe.
Judy.
But Judy Justice will be the spinoff after that. When she's 90, she'll have a new one called Judy Justice, and she's going to fight crime
I love
in the
it.
streets.
Justice.
Judy Justice. Bum, bum, bum.
So, okay, the holidays are coming. Why don't you take us home? Tell us, what's your favorite thing about this time of year?
Oh, man.
We've got the lighting coming up, the parade, the Akron night, cider,
All of that.
cocoa.
Yes.
or
yes.
Christmas parties.
Yes.
You're
yes.
probably invited to a
Christmas
lot of
parties.
Christmas parties.
You know what I love? I love finding gifts for people. It's really weird, whether it's birthday or Christmas, but I really love Christmas. You find a lot of presents for a lot of people because I love watching their face when they get something that they think is pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's sweet.
That
Are
part's
you
super
an
fun.
early shopper or a late shopper?
Yeah, I'm gonna say by Thanksgiving I had probably half my shopping done.
Wow. Good for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
We were,
So I'm not a very wise shopper because Black Friday I could have saved some money maybe.
sure. But you know, you're only at 50%, so you got that other.
I still had more
you
to
still
buy.
got
It's
more
fine.
to find, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And you find, what's your favorite shopping venue? Are you online? Are you going to local boutiques? Are you going to the
Man,
big
you gotta
box
go.
stores?
You gotta go all over. Some is online. You gotta go. But one of my favorite places to go is Fancy That in downtown Prescott. They have some amazing stuff there,
I know.
especially
Both
for
stores.
girls.
Yeah. The
You
one
know, not
store's
so much for
definitely
boys, but yeah, there's some
Like-
pretty cool stuff there.
girl stuff.
Yeah, girl stuff, girly things.
But no, their home store, I don't know what they call it, but
Fancy That
awesome.
home. I don't know. I don't know what it's called, but
Nailed
it's
it.
fantastic too.
Okay, well that's it really is. It's got some great decor, great gift ideas, great not ideas, but options.
Yeah.
And furniture.
Yeah, because they have very unique things. Pretty fun.
That's great.
Yeah. So tell everyone to go check that out.
Yeah.
Fancy
Gift
that
giving.
downtown.
Yeah. Gift giving is fantastic. And of course, Christmas movies. Who doesn't like a good Christmas movie?
Right.
Christmas Story, Elf, Miracle on 34th Street. They're all good.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah,
Throw a couple Hallmark movies in
there. Do you decorate? Have you already decorated? Some of us, like we are a Thanksgiving weekend decorator.
Yeah.
Is that
decorated? Check.
Yeah. Nice.
Check.
Nice.
Yeah.
I usually throw on the movies during that, and that's kind of our.
Oh, I threw on the movies after Halloween.
Oh, nice.
Hey, that's great. That's all right.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I was already shopping, so it kind of counts.
Right. You got to get in the season, get in the zone,
Yeah.
get ready for it all. That makes sense. I like it.
Well, we wish you a very merry holiday season.
Thank you. You
so
too.
great having you join us, and Judge Judy, we thank her too
For not calling,
for
right?
Judging.
Gave us more time to
things the
talk
right
to
way.
you about some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Which as always, this always happens where we're like, oh, we're gonna get to this, and this, and then we run through like 5 things and run out of time, So sorry if we missed anything today. I mean, you're an interesting person and
interesting again.
Oh, dang. I returned the favor. But no, to me, interesting is always a good thing. Okay, maybe not always, but it's a good thing in your case. And it's a good thing, I think, when I use it as it's, that's a compliment. I don't want to be a boring person. I want to be an interesting person.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the contrast to that.
So true.
I'm saying
he's getting his foot out
you're
of
a
his
non-boring
mouth.
person, which
huge
we've had
foot.
enjoyed. And my foot doesn't fit
of
in my
his
mouth.
huge mouth.
But it's going to fit in yours in a second. No, just oh, just kidding. But anyway, thank you for coming on with us.
Awesome.
And,
well, thank you guys for having me.
Of course, thank you for being here. It's
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No.
No. Thank you.
Thanks for the laughs.
Thank you.
Thanks for the
keep people
hair
laughing.
tips.
Really, keep bringing the joy to people.
Yeah, 'tis the season.
through your work and obviously, through your community.
Yeah, absolutely.
Friends, family. It's that time of year. We're celebrating.
Will you be judging again for the next year's Dancing with the Stars, or is that like a one-off thing?
Oh, it's a one-off. We're gonna just see who we wrangle into that next year.
All right.
That'll
Ben
be fun.
Kesterson.
No, I don't know about that.
That'd
I'm
be
really
super
bad at
fun,
judging
Ben.
people.
He dances.
Yeah. Oh, you could be a guest
I
dance. You could
shuffle.
be a celebrity dancer.
Oof, I don't know about all
Look
of
at that
that,
hair.
but
Hair
I
has to
just
be
ended up
on
doing.
display.
You could do a
like
90s
hair
song.
shaking.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's Mike's thing. I mean, I probably
he's
would, but
playing
that
one.
is
This is me.
I'm a little more with the times, I guess, but
I'm stuck.
yeah, no, it's Mike's a good judger of humans, so
Judger of judges.
Judger of judges.
judger
Yeah.
of judges too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, you're a great judge, Cheryl.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate the time, and keep on enjoying the work you're doing. And for now, we're gonna have to say goodbye. Ben, I'll see you next week.
You will. Cheryl, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Oh, this is like how it is getting off the phone with me.
It is.
Oh.
No, actually, it is.
Is this a fake hang up?
It
Yeah.
is.
Oh,
I know.
yeah. No, I do this
And now
every
we're
time.
starting the second half of the show. Welcome, Cheryl.
Okay, I gotta go. And then it's like, oh wait, did you do this, and this?
I know.
Yeah,
It's pretty awesome. It's a great guy to talk to.
And I won't stop saying things.
Cheryl, we need one last, words of wisdom from you.
Oh, words of wisdom.
Cheryl's words of wisdom.
Enjoy every moment with your family and friends.
Beautiful.
We love it.
Interesting also. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Listen in to Waiting on a Phone Call wherever you find podcasts and connect with us through Facebook and Instagram at Waiting on a Phone Call Podcast.
You can also tune in to news, updates, and information from Prescott, Arizona on Cast 11, Prescott's #1 podcast network.
They're really missing on the advertising thing. They could be like Rico, Suave.